with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask,
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. You talk about this Washington defense. Yeah, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Prescott. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, 2nd-year pro, Sam Howell.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. They go play action with Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell out of the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he can...
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that one too wide and incomplete.
But we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Powell. Flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Prescott. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Howell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. One last shot before the break. Howell. And his throw here's incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all so we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. A solid stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A first down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. We hope he's okay. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Off play action. It's Howell. This is caught. Touchdown Washington. Jahan Dotson. 26 yards. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing here, Howell. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
All of a a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 28-21, 70 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down, taking it right down Broadway. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's Dak. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Prescott, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because